Hey, in this video, I would like to talk some of the architecture patterns that I'm aware, or most commonly used ones. So monolithic, which is a giant application containing um, both front end, back end, where like it's pre SOA or like microservice era. So what you do with that is like the big advantage, or like the disadvantage. Even before going to the advantage, what I would say is it's all like resource consuming, because you have to go with a big bang release. It takes like a lot of time um, to make changes, and it's not easier, and you need a lot of computing power, things like that. You have to vertically scale it. So that's where like a little bit of the next thing came up, like service oriented architecture, like try to, with the help of like service bus communications, and like try to do that, where like you have like services, but it's not like, well, but like when coming to microservices, which is like a buzzword, like people like talk about it, it's even like not without its own complexities, a lot of orchestration issues and like complexities, you have to tackle that. But it helps to scale, the horizontal scaling, where with the commodity softwares it's a lot more easier. You do that. So microservices is not going to be like a silver bullet, and there are like other things like event driven architecture. So there's, you have to pick, because sometimes when like people talk about, I hear, hey, we do microservices, that's going to solve our problem. No, it's not. So if you are doing it just for, it's a buzz thing, you are not going to get the benefit value out of it. So try to pick the right pattern that suits the need of your business domain and the use cases, and how the user interacts, how the flow is going to be. So that's where like architecture patterns are like going to help. And one of the things like with microservices, it's all like changed a little bit about microservices should be like built on, um, you know if it's like a 12-factor app, so where like a cloud native, so you don't need to worry about like where it's running. So you build for one place, but like you can move it to anywhere, like especially in the current world, where you don't need to be like a vendor lock-in, especially with the public cloud providers when you're going in. So there are like cases, you have to move from one cloud to other. So if you're like using anything that's tightly coupled, or like a vendor related product, it's going to be a challenging process, down the road, like, or even like sometimes where if the service provider goes like down, or like some issues, and even there were like newses, and one of the cloud provider deleted like a wealth management company's account like in multiple regions. So there's no guarantee, so you have to be like a hybrid multiple cloud thing. So the architecture pattern design, is based on what your business use case.